Real quick, let's since you guys have been trying that takedown, again, this takedown might not play out the way we're doing it. In fact, 100% it won't play out that way in a real situation. But you never know. You can use it for just about anything, right? So if I'm here and we go through our routine. Now remember, the things you got to pay attention to. When that slash comes in, I'm here. I'm cutting to the bone here. All right, that's my whole end game. So he comes in, I cut to that bone. As soon as I'm ripping out here, right? Ripping down, getting out of the way. I did my switch. Now I come to the back of the leg here, right? Then I immediately slash high to the eyes. It could be the neck. It could be the forehead. Put blood in his eyes. Come back in immediately here. Now, as I do that, I step forward and I pull back because I want to get out of the way just in case I do find myself in a situation where maybe he does come with that. I'm here, I step forward. That gets me out of the way of that momentum or chambering of that angle, right? Again, so I need to make sure the first initial, I get out of the way, I switch, I go to the cut, I come in, I switch here, right? As soon as I do that, I go right to the neck here. It's in the neck, then I can turn it out. So I go in and then rip it out this way. So in and then out. Now, what if he decides he comes back that slash, boom, I get it out of the way here. He comes back with another slash like high to the neck. I'm here, I stop it here. So here's where I do this grab, right? This is where I hook and I can control. I have this free elbow to drive in here, to drive up here. If he punches in, I can stop that punch with that elbow or roll that elbow. But the takedown portion of it, step forward this way. So I'm here, boom, I come to this point here. I use this as control. I step under him, bring this leg in here close to his body. So I can drive that shin right to the, I do this shin trap. I go right on the inside of his arm and I apply that pressure with my shin bone. I don't let go of this. Also, I want to factor in that he is close to my nuts, and I don't want to get cut in the nuts either. So if I have to, I can come behind him this way and kind of pry this out of his hand with the blade. Just kind of go in here and pry it out. All right, now that hand's taken care of, boom. Right? Now I can come forward, turn, take that neck again. Right? Again, these are concepts. The fight has already ended multiple cuts ago. But I want to have an array of stuff, of attacks. I want to be like the freaking, what is it?
Rolodex of movements.
Rolodex of movements. The Silat Bruce Lee, right? Again, one more time. He comes in, angle out of the way, switch, cut low. So if I cut low, I can attack here and up in the eyes. Drive in, switch. Come in here, rip out. He comes in with that counterattack. I stop it. I get that out of the way. He comes in again. I stop and I control here. I step through. I drive him down. I trap his arm here. I pry this out by driving my karambit right into the hand. Pry it out or hook it. That's out of the way. All right? Now if I want to switch, I can switch here. And now I have all this play here. Body, down the body, up the body, across the body, switching sides, here, cutting across. So this is where we start practicing our different cut points on the body. If you get somebody on the ground here, now we know where all the vital points are to cut. So you should be able to go from ankle or Achilles, right behind the knee, all those little ligaments in there and whatnot, cutting. Maybe hooking the boys here, right in the taint. Not a good spot. Driving here, armpit, back of the arm, here, bam. Coming back to the neck here, drive, here. So I can hook them this way and switch. Right, I go into the body, it's inside his body, I switch, here. Boom, now I go with my forward grip. Slicing down, here, slice. So that's a drill we used to do back in the old days. Is we have a guy lay on the ground and we just practice our different cut points on the body and just filleting them up. And that leads back to your story of how the hell somebody filleted somebody so many times. So it can be pretty deadly. All right, so everybody understands that takedown. If I'm empty hands and he comes in with that same thing, he slashes, I stop it here, but I maintain control with this other hand. Because if I take this hand down, he might be able to still counter me or roll it to slash. So I have to stop here, immediately drive maybe with this elbow high. Now I drive him down low here. So now I can control his hand this way. Now I have what I need. All right, if I want to bring him up, now I take him down this way. Bring him back down, I drive him back down this way. All right?